Yeah, so Quantcast is a data company.
Yeah.
People, millions of websites around the world use, have their, either the Quantcast pixel on their site, or they have another widget that has the Quantcast pixel within it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but so all the people going to lottocrusher.net, those are their shopping interests?
Yes, these are it's an affinity. So they're basically they're maybe Quantcast is on cars.com as well, and they piece together all this information.
Right.
So you take all this stuff with a grain of salt, but it's still helping us sort of paint a picture.
So basically, those people that we saw, the demographics, might also like 1992 Pontiacs.
Yep. Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
we're getting an idea of what sorts of cars these people drive. So, I guess it's like, but what I like doing is I like taking this data and really drilling down into who is my target, who is that person I'm advertising to. It's an old, African American, let's just say male. It's a 62-year-old African American male who drives a 1992 Pontiac. Like we're starting, we're going to see where they live. They live somewhere in the U.S., but they're lower income. They make less than $50,000 a year. We're starting to get an idea of exactly who that person is.
So you could take some of that, maybe go to Facebook. I mean, if you're doing that and break their interest down.
Exactly. I don't know if they're going to let you allow you to advertise Lotto Crusher.
Okay.
But the point is, just put it down the chair. But the point is, what we're doing is we're trying to get extremely specific. Who is that person? Ronnie tells you how to do great advertising and copywriting. But think of that person. It might be hard for you guys living in, I'm guessing, the suburbs of Denver to imagine how to advertise Lotto Crusher. But this is the person. Like, get into their mind. What do they, when they wake up, what do they think about? Where do they live? Go on Google Earth, Google Street View. Look at the street they might live on. Like, you get really deep into their mind and you're going to figure out how to market to them better than anybody. It's actually kind of fun. I mean, this is fun, and it takes a lot of empathy, too, to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Marketing is one of the very few. I think it's such an exciting profession because on one hand, it's data. This guy, I see the data going on in his head. You're processing a lot of stuff, but then on the flip side, it's really cool because it's also empathy. So it's both sides of the spectrum. You have to be able to drill down and look into stuff and look into data, but you also have to empathize with others. Try to understand that, that 62-year-old, 63-year-old African-American male living in Ohio that's driving a 92 Pontiac. Try to understand him. What are his problems? How do you speak to him? How do you write a news article that's going to resonate with that person? That's fun. Yeah, question.
So you're using...
Stand up.
You're using Quantcast right now. How important is it to?
This is free. I'm not personally using it. I just traced
That exactly. So the question is, how important is it to follow that trail from the original URL and end up using Quantcast as opposed to an Alexa or a different big data website?
Doesn't matter. I mean, doesn't matter. I just looked at Quantcast because he placed that pixel on his site, so I wanted to see if I could find. Maybe he hadn't hidden his data. I was like, oh, he placed an analytics pixel on his website. Oh, maybe he didn't hide his data on this one. I'm just finding everything I can to reverse engineer everything about this affiliate. Why is it important to trace the link? Well, we just found his website, lifestylejournal.com. And we found he's direct linking this offer. He's not using a landing page for Lotto Crusher, He's just using, he's literally just sending it to this look, I'm in a Ferrari, I won the lottery 5 times page. So he's just direct linking, but we see that he does run a lot of advertorials in lots of other niches, and the reason why we traced his link back was to say, a lot of you are here, what is it? Eddie, you said, you know, makes it real. You know, you see this is actually working. Well, you know, how do you know when to trust some advertising you're looking at or not? How do you know if what you're looking at is a broke affiliate or an affiliate who's killing it, making tons of money, has 7-figure, 8-figure business? Well, you know, you trace their links back, you know, and sometimes you can find green flags that say, oh, this guy runs a lot of advertising. And that's what we're doing. So this, in my mind, by tracing his stuff, I'm saying, oh, this guy's serious about what he's doing. He's made some mistakes, right? I'm able to trace his data and stuff like that. But overall, I can tell, oh, this guy's, you know, he knows what he's doing. So I'll go on a little further. Cool interests, I don't know, interested in NBA basketball, horror movies, and Monday Night Raw. You know, so we're just getting an idea of what does this person watch? What is this person involved in? What type of, you know, they like sport, you know, what sort of stuff? You know, the Olympics aren't very interesting, but basketball is, you know, so what sort of, we want to get a picture of this person to know what to speak to. Maybe if you're doing like celebrity landers, what sort of celebrities are going to resonate with this person? What sort of, you know, whatever that is. You're learning what people want. We're seeing there's a slightly bigger chance that this person is in active military. There's a good, you know, there's a higher likelihood that there's a higher probability this person works in government, construction, real estate, or business administration. You know, we're getting ideas here, but you're going to see the gold. Here's the gold. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a pretty high affinity, right? That's a ridiculous affinity. Healthysystems.org has a 560.3 times affinity? Yeah. Sorry, that was a weird noise. But that's the noise I make when I'm like, ooh, we found a clue, you know? So look at these sites. Quicklypopular.com, 249 times affinity. I mean, that's ridiculous. Can any of you guys make a guess of what these websites, can anybody make a guess about these websites? What these websites are? Same owner. Boom, spot on. You're right. You're right. So what I saw this and I said, huh, what is this guy, what is Healthy Systems? It's the same owner. The same owner of Lotto Crusher has a number of other offers. And they advertise their own offers through networks of like advertorial websites and native ad websites. So we have, I spend hours backwards engineering sites, by the way, guys. Whenever I do a new offer, I spend, you know, Sun Tzu said the preparation, you know, war should be easy. It's the preparation, you know, because going to war is easy because basically all of his work is the prep work. And then going to war, it's just following a plan. So when I launch campaigns, it's all just following a plan because I already know what tests I'm going to do. I already have all my research done. I already know this guy's network of advertorial sites and other products he owns. I've figured out everything about this guy, and I don't even run, like, you know, I'm not even trying to run Lotto or anything. You know, we're seeing, you know, a lot of stuff. Some of these things may be flukes, a lot of data, a lot of big data companies are based in Mountain View, so a lot of these might be robots, actually. You know, fake visitors, because a lot of companies in Mountain View send a lot of fake users to websites just to index them, you know, like Google has their Google bots and et cetera. But, you know, we get an idea of, you know, where these people live, LA, Houston, Chicago. You know, it's cool. You know, we see what other websites, you know, countries, they tend to be Republican, politically active. Yeah, but for me, the really big thing was, you know, both figuring out kind of the demographics and this. And I could go in and I could spend some time, I could look at this. This is something I didn't notice. It says Lion Publishing Network. I don't know. I don't know who that is. I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe I can click on that. I actually didn't do this yet. Lion Publishing Network. Okay, so, so look, I mean, I guess they, I guess they have like a folder, and they aren't sharing their traffic data. Look at this, they're not sharing their demographics. So in their mind, they think they're not sharing things, right? Because they shut down sharing for their folder, but they didn't know like you could still go to the specific website. Sorry, let me go back here. Whatever. They didn't know you could go to the specific website and basically figure out their shit. So those are the big things. And let me see if I can go any deeper here. Yeah, so I could spend, as I said, I could spend another hour going more into what other websites, finding more of the advertorials these guys are running, the ones they've tested, etc. But did everybody take away something from that? Did everybody learn a lot? Any questions? Awesome, awesome. Yes or no or cool? Cool?
Yeah, I got.
Good or good? Cool. Cool.
I got one question.
Thank you. Shut the fuck up. Sit down, Ronnie. Questions?
Okay.
Cool.
So as long as a certain site does not restrict their, their ability to be searched or, shown on these sites that show all their demographics, you can get all information directly from ads or anything really, as long as they're clean.
I mean, not every site. No, I mean, in this particular case, my big takeaway was I could find all their demographic information freely. Not every site allows that. Like, oh, and this is cool. Look, we can see the breakdown of mobile versus desktop data, or it looks like, I don't know, mobile lotto crushers, 2 million, 2.5 million. So maybe that gives us a breakdown of their traffic, right? But no, not every site uses Quantcast. I guess these guys do. But there are other ways. I'm going to go into reverse engineering a couple more campaigns if you guys are game. But, there are a lot of other ways. Let's look at, for instance, in this, in this, I don't know if these are some native ads for Rev content. I don't know if you guys knew, but do you guys see this ads by Rev content icon over here? You know how lots of those ads have ads by Rev content? You can click on that, and it will tell you what categories you're in on Rev content. And it says, I'm in, choose your interests. Yeah, Rev content allows you to choose your interests. And they're saying, okay, well, we currently have you placed in the breaking news interest and the business interest. Well, maybe that's why, and the native advertising interest. I guess that's an interest. So, okay, if I'm seeing ads, it's probably because people are interest targeting either breaking news or business. What if I clicked off of, what if I just selected celebrity and gossip? What ads would I see? Oh, maybe some different, like people targeting that. Cool. So yeah, you can, everything is different, so one website might not have Quantcast, but I might be able to reverse engineer the category. Everything's different. You just have to be curious and really just peel things apart at a minute level.